In this video, I'm going to illustrate how to cut this image of a pineapple in half. The pineapple has a transparent background and is sitting on a new document. First, I want to rasterize my pineapple so that we get a pixel image. So we'll go up here and look for, look for rasterize. And so now it's now a pixel image. Now what I'm going to do is to go up here to what looks like the rectangular marquee tool, but we're not going to use that. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Freehand selection tool in order to select the bottom part of our pineapple. It doesn't have to be the bottom part. I mean, it's going to be the same either way, but I'm going to do that right now. Now I'm going to go Control and X. Well, I might want to select it. Control and X, and that's going to cut it. And then I'll go Control Z, and that's going to paste it. Now notice over here, now we have two pixel layers. We have a pixel layer of the bottom of our pineapple, and we have a pixel layer of the top of our pineapple. Now the next thing we need to do is to get rid of these stupid marching ants. So we're going to go up here to Pixel, and then Pixel Selection and Deselect, and we'll be rid of the marching ants. Now I have this pixel layer selected, that's the bottom, and notice that all we have to do is to move it out of the way and we have a clean cut, and then we can move the top out of the way for another clean cut. And I'm just going to arrange it like that. Doesn't really matter right now actually how you arrange it. We can always move them around later if we hate what we've done. Now I need my pineapple slice, so I'm going to go into File and Place, and I'm going to get this pineapple slice and open it up, and then bring my pineapple slice in over here. So now I have this, the top, which I'm going to kind of get out of the way a little bit, and I have this pineapple slice right here. And again, this is an image. I want to rasterize the layer, so I'll rasterize it. So I've got another pixel image. Now all three of these are pixel layers. Now we've got this stuff down here. I guess it's the shadow of the pineapple slice, and we want to get rid of that. So I'm going to go over here and get me my erase brush tool and just get rid of it. So that's not going to be that big of a deal. So we're going to go over here, get rid of all of this, and now we've gotten rid of our shadow. So now we have three layers. We have the pineapple slice, the bottom of the pineapple, and the top of the pineapple. Now I want to keep the slice selected because I'm going to go over here and get my perspective tool. If you don't see the perspective tool, it's always grouped with the move tool, so all you have to do is to click the move tool and this flyout will appear. So I'm going to click the perspective tool, and I'm going to move my pineapple slice arrange it so that I can, and I'm going to make it smaller because we really need a smaller pineapple slice, because I'm going to move it over here, and you can go back and forth from the move and the perspective tool, so you can keep on shaping it however way you want, so you can get your pineapple slice however way you want. Go back to the move tool and get it to where it's going to be right into our pineapple slice. Okay, and if we have these little things sticking out, all we have to do is to move that over a little bit, see if we can't cover that up and get what we want. And maybe a few more. I'm using the arrow keys, if you're wondering what I'm doing. And so now we have our top of the pineapple, and it looks like it's been sliced off. Now we have to make the bottom of the pineapple look that way too. So I'll move that down a little bit. I'm going to go up here and select it. And once I select it, I'm going to right click and duplicate it. So now we're going to have two of these. Now we're going to move the duplicate down here and arrange it to where it's going to be on our bottom pineapple slice, like that. Okay, so now we have it down like that. This is the first time it's ever fit perfectly for me, actually. So now we have our top of our pineapple that looks like it's been sliced open, and the bottom of the pineapple that looks like it's been sliced open. Now what we have to do is we have to make our pineapple juicy. The way we do this is I'm going to select the top layer and click on pixel layer because I want my pixel layer on the top. And what we're going to do with the pixel layer is we're going to be painting on top of it, and that's why I need the pixel layer. We're going to be painting our water or our juice on top. So I'm going to go over here to brushes, and right here I have 20 water splash brushes. That's what I'm going to be selecting. Now you won't have these right now, so I'll talk a little bit about how you can get them if this is what you want to do. So I'm going to select 20 water splash brushes, and then I'm going to select 2500 water splash 9, this one right here. Now nothing's happened because we have to select the paintbrush tool, of course. And now we have this, and boy is this one huge. We're going to need to make this smaller. Okay. Now we don't want a black splatter. So the way we're going to get the splatter that we want is we're going to take our color picker tool and move it over our pineapple so that we get the splash we want. And all you're really going to do is you're going to put the paintbrush right there, and you're going to click down, and that will give you your splatter. So I'm only going to do this once. I mean, you can do this several times if you want to do it that way, but I really don't want to overdo this splash stuff. So I'm going to leave it like that. Like I said, you won't have these brushes because they don't come with Affinity. They are Photoshop brushes. So I got these from a site called Brush Easy. And if you want these particular brushes, you have to go to the site in the link I've typed on the screen. And then you'll click on that link, and that's going to open the Brush Easy site where these brushes are located. Now, when you download the brushes, let me show you what you're going to see. You're going to see a zip file that has 20 water splash brushes. That's what that says. Now, in the old Affinity photo, you had to go in and there was a hamburger menu next to brushes and you had to import them and all that stuff, but you don't have to do that anymore. All you have to do is to open the file. Now, this is going to be in your downloads folder. I never do anything in my downloads folder. I usually move everything to the desktop because it just makes it more organized. So when you open that, this is what you're going to see. And then you're going to open the folder like that, and you'll see this. When it downloads, it automatically converts it to Affinity file. And all you have to do is double click on this. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again. And it will tell you, it will give you a little message that your brushes have been installed. And so all you have to do is to go back over here to brushes, and you'll see 20 water splash brushes in the menu under brushes. So that's how you're going to do that if you want to do that. Now let's say you don't want to do that. The other way that you can do this is to use some brushes that come with Affinity that are the paint brushes. So if you look down here, you're going to see down here that you're going to have paint splash brushes. So go through the paint splash brushes, and all you have to do is to find one that makes kind of a paint splatter. Choose that one, size it appropriately by clicking on the brackets to make it bigger or smaller, and then just click once, like right in the middle here. Don't forget your pixel layer, and you'll get the splash that you want. But I just wanted more of a water splash effect. I really didn't like what I was getting with the other brushes, and that's why we did that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to layers. To me, this is a little boring. So what I'm going to do is I want to put a rectangle over this. So I want a background. I don't have one yet. I know it looks like it's sitting on the background, but it's not. It's sitting on a document. And remember, you can't do anything on the document. You can't put colors or anything like that. So I'm going to put a rectangle there, and then I'm going to move my rectangle to the bottom, and now we have it sitting on our document. Now I want to put a gradient in here. So what I'm going to do is to click on the gradient fill tool, and I want it to be elliptical. I want it to come out from the center. So I'm going to click elliptical, and right now it's gray. It's a gray color. We don't want that. I've experimented with several colors, and the color I want to get is something that lets this pineapple juice show. So I'm going to click here and click over here and make sure I have my rectangle selected or it won't work. Then I think I'm going to click green, and for whatever reason, oh, that's why. And I'm going to click green. I've tried two of these. I've tried green and I've tried purple. Both of them look okay, but I want a green color where this down here is going to show. So I made it really light in the middle, clicked on that, and that's the color that's affected. When the button that you click on the gradient, that's the color that's going to be affected. So I selected that color, and then by moving this around, I can make this darker. And let me see. Actually, yeah, it looks good. Okay, so there you have your pineapple on a green background, and I think that's okay. Click off of that, and here we have our juicy pineapple on a green background with a gradient. So give this a try. You don't have to use pineapples. I mean, you can use other fruit if you want. It's that the pineapple worked a little bit better for me. I found I didn't have to use the perspective tool on the pineapple itself. I only had to do it on the slices. And sometimes if you use other pieces of fruit, that's not true. So this just worked better for me. And so in this video we learned how to use the freehand selection tool to cut an object in half, our pineapple, and install Photoshop brushes to Affinity. And remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you can be notified when my next video drops. And buy me a coffee if you're so inclined, and check out my Buy Me a Coffee website where I continue to post things every once in a while.